Yeah, what's good, y'all? Yo, don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy the clip.
All right.
Hmm?
So, like I mentioned earlier, laughter is the best medicine, and I have someone who's a doctor in that field, making people laugh. He's a national touring comedian, sports talk vet. I want to welcome to the show special guest Barry Laminack. Let's welcome. Did I say it right? I said it right.
You did. You nailed him, dude. Like one of the few people that gets it right. They always add an I or they'll, the lemon sack. It's like that's not even close. Where did you get lemon sack from? Hey, I don't know. I'm not paying attention. Laminate. Yeah, no, you nailed it. Good. That's
Barry
great.
Laminack, Barry Laminack. Yeah, welcome to the Raymundo show.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me. I'm excited about this.
No problem. Yeah, definitely. But tell the audience where you from and what you do.
Yeah, man. Born and raised here in Houston, Texas. Don't hold that against me. It is a fine city full of fine people. I don't know. Yeah, still tipping on 4 folks. Wrapped in 4 folks. Already.
Yeah.
Hey, Texas is way worse than Houston. Houston is a Texas. I can't say I'm the most proud Texan in the world, but I'm a proud Houstonian. Houston's a great city. Texas, not so much, but you deal with it, whatever. But I'm a nationally touring stand-up comedian, like you mentioned. I spent 7 years in ESPN radio here in Houston, talking sports. I host a TV show here in Houston called Houston Sports Show on CW39. It comes on Saturdays. You can watch it on the internet if you care about Houston sports at all. It's mostly just fun and talking mess. And I'm a Twitch streamer now. I was laid off from ESPN Radio in May of 2020 because of COVID. I mean, I didn't have it. That's not like where they fired me, but they were just like, we just don't have money. I was like, all right. Didn't know what I was going to do, man. I was in radio was my day job and comedy was my night hustle. And a lot of my fans were like, dude, just start your own show and we'll watch that. And I was like, okay. So I did.
It's crazy how much things started from something like the pandemic happening. Like,
yeah,
it caused people to really start doing things. You probably had that in the back of your mind for a long time.
I really didn't. I had I didn't even, the concept of Twitch and watching people play video games was so weird to me. I was like, why on earth would anyone do that? Why would I want to watch someone else do something I want to do? I'd rather go play video games than watch someone. What? But then I started to do it. What's that?
PlayStation or Xbox?
Oh, PlayStation, 100%.
PlayStation, yeah, to the
PlayStation 5 too, fam. I ain't trying to, I ain't trying to brag, but I got a hookup. I just didn't get it, and then I started watching, and then what's funny is the way I started streaming was I was bored during the pandemic. I really had I didn't want to do any of that, right? I just wanted to, by the way, did I just lose sound here? You can still hear me?
No, I hear you loud and clear.
I didn't want to, I was just bored and I never had any ideas of streaming or anything. And when the pandemic happened, we were doing radio from the house and I literally never left the house. I would wait. My show was from 1 to 4 p.m. local time. So I'd get up, I'd work, but nobody was going anywhere. My wife's a nurse and she was, of course, terrified of what was going on and what she was seeing. So I would literally go grocery shopping like once every 2 weeks. And that was the only time I left the house. So out of boredom, I was like, you know what I'm going to do at night? I'm just going to interview my friends live on YouTube because I had a YouTube channel. I did that for like a month and a half. And then I got laid off and everybody was like, well, what you were doing there, just do it. I was like, just keep doing it. Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of like a little, I think that was the universe's way of preparing me to lose my job. They were like, you know what, go learn this skill. You're gonna need it, you weirdo.
That happened for me too. When the pandemic hit, I lost my job, and then I was bored, and I decided to finally do something I've been talking about for a while, and I started the podcast.
Nice.
And, the rest is history. Now I'm just trying to make it worldwide.
Such a grind. It is. It really is. People
so
out there. Oh, it's such a saturated market. I mean, I do a 2-hour daily sports talk show. It's just like what Barry I did on radio. Huh?
Is it Barry on Deck or that's
Barry on Deck is the name of the show, and it is a daily show. So I wanted to, when I started it, I was like, well, these people are used to listening to me on the radio every day. So maybe that's what the show should be instead of once a week or, twice in the week at night or whatever. I was like, I even did the same time slot where I was at in radio. So I was on the radio from 1 to 4 p.m. and the way that they were rejuggling the lineup. I was like, I'll just do it from 2 to 4. That's when they're used to listening to me anyways. Smart. Yeah, it's so saturated though. Oh my goodness. And
I know it's anybody could just buy a microphone and get started. So
anybody. And there's a lot of people that have no business doing it. It's just like, oh my God. I mean, that's the great thing about it. Anybody can go.
Yeah, as long as it's all about making it work for you. That's what it's all about.
The big things I've learned, 2 things. One is niching down, finding something really targeted. Because even my show is a very, people might say, oh, well, your show is like sports. And I try to bring a really comedic element to my sports. One, I love the freedom of being able to curse. I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about radio rules. I can curse as much as I want to, and I have a filthy mouth, so that makes it even easier. But yeah, it was like finding a niche when I was like, well, sports and comedy. But even then, I'm realizing you got to get down something very specific to kind of get people's attention.
And you got a unique style, man. I love everything. The what you call it? The way you put can't think of it right now. The format, like how you the way you put the pictures on the screen. I don't know why I can't.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. You watched. Good for you. You did your homework. Okay. How many times somebody interviewed me and they've never seen the show? I'm like, come on, fam. No. Really? Like they don't even watch one. Yeah.
I did my research first. I saw the stand up, and then I saw Barry on deck. And me and my girl were laughing. Like she don't even care about sports like that. And I was just showing her certain clips, and we were crying. I forgot what quarterback it was, but he was like, he said he wants to win more Super Bowls than Tom Brady. Basically, he's saying he doesn't want to play anymore.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's so much fun, man. It is such a good time to be able to have the freedom to make sports funny. A lot of people don't do that. And that's kind of been one of those things. There's a lot of comedians that are sports fans, right, that want to do it. But it's really difficult to cross over the two. And it's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to blend comedy and sports. And I do that on my TV show that I have. I do that on my daily live stream show. You know what's weird, though, is I don't tell sports jokes on stage. I just realized that. I don't have any.
Okay. You tell life
I don't
jokes.
have any material about sports jokes.
So but just save them for the show, because save what to have some uniqueness.
Yeah,
but not your style is very unique. Like I said, there you go. That's the word I was looking for. Your presentation.
Thank you.
Like pretty much answers the questions I was going to ask you about how everything came together. So.
Yeah, dude, it was just out of necessity. I mean, I started in radio about the same time I started in comedy. And it was kind of a blessing to be on ESPN radio here in Houston and have that publicity, because it allowed me to kind of generate a following for my comedy career as well. So when I was doing shows in town, people that would listen to me on the radio all the time would come out to the show. So really, they both helped me build the other side of the career, right? Doing comedy helped open the door to some interviews and other things. And it was just great being able to do both. And when I lost one, I was like, damn, I kind of want to keep this going,
Yeah.
Because it's so unique.